August 2018 saw a watershed moment in South Africa when a sea of women and gender non-conforming persons from all walks of life marched nationwide against the scourge of gender-based violence and femicide. The plight of women and children in the country could no longer be ignored. With the entire country lending their voice to the cause, the government of South Africa had no choice but to listen to their demands, leading to the first ever summit against gender-based violence and femicide in the country. Stakeholders gathered and poured their hearts out over the plight of women and children in the country.
The time they raped me in 2 years back, they put the bread plastic on my vagina. That bread plastic is still there. That's why I can't move my leg. They did the first operation. I went home. I have 5 operations on my stomach. I will stand up, guys.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I was not born like this, President. I was not.
Government committed to playing their part, further acknowledging that the country was in a crisis.
We are gathered here as South African women and men to respond to a crisis that is tearing our society apart. It is a crisis that affects every community in our country and that touches the lives of most families in one way or another. Gender-based violence is an affront to our shared humanity as South Africans.
Despite efforts and multiple interventions to eradicate the scourge, violence continued unabated, ushering in a dark period for the country which birthed the question, #AmINext. We remember a few. In August 2019, 19-year-old UCT student Uyinene Mkhwetjana was brutally murdered at a post office. In June 2020, a heavily pregnant Zekofatso, Pule, was found hanging from a tree in Durban Deep, Roodepoort. In August 2021, 4th student Nosicelo Mtebeni was murdered, her body dismembered and then stuffed into a suitcase. Her boyfriend Aluta Pasile confessed to killing her, and the list continues. Stakeholders will gather for a second national presidential summit against gender-based violence and femicide to, among other things, reflect on the work undertaken since 2018, as well as provide an opportunity for feedback and accountability in a bid to rid South Africa of the scourge. Canny Maphanga, SABC News, Johannesburg.